Hello and welcome. This is Christopher at My Perfect Cellar, and today I am taking you to France. I am taking you to Bordeaux, to left bank of Bordeaux, precisely the northern part, the Medoc, in a vintage 2019 Chateau Haut-Maurac, Écru Bourgeois. So this is again a property of Olivier Dessel. We spoke about Olivier a few times because he owns Massamiel in the Roussillon. He owns Chateau Jeanfort in Saint-Emilion. He also owns obviously this wine, and he has a big stake in sharehold in another estate in Burgundy. With Pierre Jean Villa. This is a 28 hectare estate, even though 24 only are planted as today, and it sits on beautiful gravels which has the capacity of storing the heat but also great drainage. So this is really the northern part, the northern bit of Medoc, which has really beautiful soil and not too far away from the Gironde as well. There is a saying in Bordeaux that the best vineyards always have a lookout on the river. This is 60% Merlot, and 40% Cabernet Sauvignon. The wines are aged, some in tank and some in barrel, French oak barrel of only 10% will be new, not to put too much footprint, despite, well, on that case, the quality of the vintage 2019, that really was a staple of quality throughout the entire appellation, even in Burgundy, throughout France and Europe. 19 is one of those vintage that people will talk for a long time, and the wine will be really long-lived. It translates on the site with a wine with a dark core and a slightly mahogany rim, so a little bit of evolution already on the 3 years old bottle of wine. On the nose, the wine is very peppery. There is that kind of the cassis, the ripe blueberries, the licorice, the currant. Again, you move on to that kind of wet earth, the fresh mushrooms, the oak, the spices from oak coming, the clove, the ink, the forest floor. It's really complex, quite intense as well. It has definitely a ripe tune, which is definitely the signature of the vintage. It's generous, it's composed, yet it's quite solid on the sort of a youth character. On the palate, the wine is forward. It really has that kind of ripe, unctuous, with a sense of vintage again, ample, generous, and well built. It has that kind of that sense of really a time frame, a quality, a frame with that, unctuous, but also structure. You really have a lot coming on. This kind of forward character is really there, with the dark fruit, the sweet blackcurrant, the blackberries. There is a touch of mocha from the Merlot. You got graphite, you got wet earth. Again, this coming from more the Cabernet side. There's the spices from oak again that is coming through with the clove, a bit of cinnamon. There's a bit of sandalwood as well that it emerges on the mid palate with a balance and juicy weight. It's really nice. It's quite aristocratic, but really kind of well measured, very well knitted. Beautiful and precise acid structure that really kind of lift the entire offer and elongate again on the finish with a primary note. One of those wines that you open again an hour in early, you decant it, you let it breathe. You start quite cold, around 16 Celsius, and you let it basically open up as time will. And then you will see that the wine changes stage by stage because of that air intake as well as the temperature rising. Protein, definitely, base dishes. Spices, it will take Indian, Asian food in general. It will absorb root vegetable very well with that type of wines, the kind of beetroot character. Barbecue flavors, when the seasons come around, the kind of charcoal character will definitely work wonders. And or even, aged cheese or anything that's got a little bit of flavor profile. So here we go, Chateau Haut-Maurac. Please enjoy.